an area where the coalition has been ramping up its attack on Labor's undeclared Big Australia approach, where they've quietly created our biggest influx of immigrants ever. Labor have obviously been listening, and while they haven't started talking about reducing overall numbers, they tell us they're now rejecting more than a third of overseas student applications. And after a review of the immigration system, they've announced new measures to crack down on visa overstays and fraud.
We are announcing today that Operation Inglenook, a multi-agency operation which focuses on the intersection of criminal exploitation and wrongdoing in our visa system, will be made permanent in our department. This will be a standing function which will now extend beyond the sex industry and will look more broadly at how criminal wrongdoing is being facilitated through our immigration system.
Now, that's all to the good, of course, but typical of Labor, they had to overreach, get all partisan and blame the previous government.
And the reason that I think this will sting so much for Australians is that we have here Peter Dutton, who has made a career out of pretending he's a tough guy on borders, and the Nixon Review shows us that that is a fraud and a lie.
Labor even took their ugly attack to social media, accusing Dutton of turning a blind eye to criminality. Talk about leading with your chin. Labor's record on immigration is appalling, and Peter Dutton's is strong. Along with Tony Abbott and Scott Morrison, he turned an immigration system that Labor had sent into chaos, with our borders open, lives being lost and thousands sent into detention. Well, Dutton, Abbott and Morrison, despite fierce criticism and opposition from Labor, they returned us to a safe, orderly system. In fact, today's barb came on the very day it was revealed Christmas Island is now empty. No more asylum seekers in detention there. No wonder Peter Dutton was not standing for these attacks on him.
I cancelled over 6,000 visas of criminals, of people who had committed rape, sexual assault against women and men, pedophiles. I cancelled the visas of drug traffickers, and our country is safer today because of that. Labor has not done a fraction of the visa cancellations over the course of the last 15 months compared to what we did when we were in government. So I'm not taking any lecture from Labor when it comes to the migration program.
Yeah, Labor is doing the right thing, focusing on beefing up our immigration surveillance and control. But they need to realise this is their Achilles heel, not their strength, and they shouldn't be trying to play politics with immigration.